So really it's all about efficiency, 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 efficiency. So does our normal conventional farming practices, is that going to get us to where we want to be in the next 15 to 20 years? We've got to balance it up a little bit with not just efficiency but risk. So every decision that we make on trying to improve efficiency, or any other decision that we make in our normal business practices, there's some risk involved. And what we've got to do is, it's no good being efficient or competitive in a market if it's high risk or you become extremely vulnerable and longer term not sustainable. So let's look at some different risk factors. So this is from Watt Poultry in November 2013, published this information. And they believe that relatively low risk is supply chain vulnerability. So there's some things, we got degree of control is probably quite high. So we can actually make changes to the way we do our move product from production to market within reason, so to try and reduce the risk of that supply chain vulnerability. Environmental regulations, liability. We're just talking about that a little bit, bordering on food quality. Okay. Yes, we're still strung by government regulations or environmental regulations and things, but I think there's still a degree of control there. We've just discussed that we need to be positive and proactive in the way government makes their decisions. So we do have some control over that. Wow, we've spent a lot of time this morning on poultry disease, biosecurity. A big one that's really starting to come to the fore is welfare, animal welfare. People are starting to see how their food is produced. Okay? They don't understand really, but they see this, these videos online on YouTube and these, things like that, and they're quite confronting, some of them. Okay, they may be the exception in the industry, and we don't want those sort of producers in the industry, but they're there. They're the mavericks, okay? They're the ones that get the airtime from these groups that have an axe to grind, humane societies and so forth. And we don't want them. We need to get them out of the industry. Food safety, obviously, high risk. And as I agree, it's not a grey area, it's black or white. You've got to have food safety to make sure that you sustain your position in the industry. Trade interruptions and market access, okay? High risk. Unfortunately, outside our jurisdiction, we haven't got much influence on that. Frustrating as it might be. Doesn't take much for the EU or for Japan or for North America or Russia to decide they don't want to take chickens from India because of an AI outbreak. Okay? Or GMO soy coming from a country or something like that. Unfortunately, it's high risk and little degree of control. And obviously grain and commodity prices. The main driver of grain and commodity prices are obviously environmental conditions and drought, okay, which we have very little, if any, control over. That drives commodity prices, which increases our cost of production. We can't always pass 100% of that cost of production on to our consumers.